Number 11 of the 25 German-built Ford Escort RS2000s that Ford Australia imported in 1976 to homologate for racing. Here they all are at the Ford plant in Germany, 9 in diamond white, 8 in carnival red, 8 in Daytona yellow. And here are 3 of the survivors. Number 24, the Coachcraft Group C race car in diamond white. Number 9 remains a road car in carnival red, and the famous number 14 rally car, affectionately known as Snoopy. That car competed by Colin Bond in the 1976 Southern Cross Rally. Another famous German RS is the Di Bortoli Group C car, seen here swooping up the rear for the famous Moffat and Bond 1-2 in the 1977 Bathurst. Number 11's first event was the Lutwyche Village Warana Rally, a round of the ARC and the QRC in 1976. Fred Thompson and David Kortlang entered in car number 4 and finished 7th. From there, it went on to compete in the 1976 Southern Cross International Rally, 8 to 13 October, was car number 44. It did not finish due to a blown diff. Other famous Escorts in there were the Roger Clark Jim Porter RS1800 and the Timo Mäkinen Lyndon Henry RS1800. In 77, the car entered the Biggin and Bush Rally, finishing in 7th, and in 78, the Curry Motors 1000 Rally, a round of the QRC, where it finished 11th. In early 79, the car was sold to Glenn Somerville, and in that year, Glenn entered into a range of different sporting club events, the Novice Clubman Rally rounds, the Lynn Perrin Memorial Rally, and the Criticos Motors Rally in June. Glenn then undertook significant development works on the car, fully seam welded, putting the roll cage in, 5-link rear end, slipper springs, Fiera diff. He shook the car down in a number of different club type of events before entering the Lutwyche Shopping Village Rally, ARC Round 2 in 1980, did not finish. The Westfield Warana Rally, QRC Round 5, also in 1980. And in 1981, the MG Car Club of Queensland's Barry Purdy Modern Motors Car Rally, where it finished 24th outright. The car ended on a high with the 1982 Holland Park Auto Electrics Rally with a round of the QRC with Glenn Somerville, and that came to the end of his time owning the car. Number 11 was sold to Terry Lewis, and Terry entered the car into the 1985, 86 and 87 Queensland Rally Championships. Terry finished 3 of the 5 rounds in 1985 with a best result of 20th in the Jim Forest Classic Rally, and 3 of the 5 in 1986 with a best finish of 15th in the Highway Motors Nissan Kirkney Rally, QRC Round 2. Notable, when did not finish in Round 1, was currently 8th outright for the Grand Prix Mazda Rally, QRC Round 1. 87 was the best competition year for the car, finishing all 5 rounds of the QRC with a best finishing position of 17th in QRC Round 1. The car also entered the Curry Motors Rally and finished 8th outright. The car finished its time with Terry Lewis in 1988 with the first 2 rounds of the Queensland Rally Championship. It then moved on to the ownership of Paul Waller, who cared for it very dearly and ran it under the Rally Talk brand. Paul ended up selling the car to Steve Wall, who entered into one event and blew a big end bearing, at which point it got parked in a paddock. The car then transferred to my ownership in about 2010. I entered a few club events with the Gold Coast Tweed Motorsporting Club before entering into its first formal event under my ownership, the Border Rangers Rally in 2012 with my dad. We ended up 34th outright, 6th in class. I then went in a process of converting it into a tarmac rally spec, put in Group 4 struts and a refreshed engine ready for the Targa High Country event in 2012, where we received the overall outright classic at 18th, 10th in late classic handicap. The car also entered the Queensland Super Sprint Series out at Morgan Park in Warwick. And here's some in-car footage of a particularly wet day. Number 11 is a very special car. It's a genuine Southern Cross Escort. It's an original shell Group G Australian historic rally car. Currently set up as tarmac, but I still retain all of the gravel rally material that goes with it. I'm really keen for it to go to a sympathetic home.